More on Hagel's resignation. We spoke earlier to Michael O'Hanlon. He's a senior fellow with the Center for 21st Century Security and Intelligence. He's also director of research for the Foreign Policy Program at the Brookings Institute.
There was no particular single problem that I thought that his resignation could easily solve. And I don't believe that he bears the main responsibility for the problems and the crises that we've been seeing around the world. So I'm not exactly sure what's being accomplished here. On the other hand, there is a sense that Secretary Hagel is probably, a pretty good, solid Secretary of Defense, but perhaps not truly excellent. And given the crises that are afflicting the Middle East and the United States in general, perhaps the people in the White House thought it was worth the gamble of just trying to get someone a little stronger. And so I cannot really disagree strongly with the decision, but I do find it slightly surprising. I don't think there were huge policy differences, at least not on the fundamentals of most issues. And I think that President Obama and Secretary Hagel are friends, going back to the days when they were in the Senate and when President Obama needed Secretary Hagel's help to establish his reputation as a serious national security thinker and senator in preparation for running for the White House. And so I think they actually have good chemistry between them, and I think that on most major policy issues, they're not too far apart. But I guess there were various frictions. Sometimes we don't even hear about these living in Washington. It's hard to know from the outside exactly where the disagreements may have occurred. Perhaps they had a cumulative effect. Perhaps there was a sense that Hagel was not really very creative or innovative or entrepreneurial in coming up with new ideas for troubles like the ones in Syria and Iraq. So to be honest with you, I'm still trying to understand exactly why he was pushed out. But it does appear to have been not about fundamental policy and not about personality, but instead a sense that they could find someone even more dynamic, even more strategic, even more innovative.
Well, that was Michael O'Hanlon.